Good morning, everyone. Hope that you're all doing well. In the Old Testament book of the Bible, there is a book called Deuteronomy. And when we go through this book, it tells us all about the Israelite people who are almost ready to enter a new land that God has promised them. They've been led by a man called Moses, and he's now basically giving them a bit of a pep talk before they go into this new land. Moses is reminding the people of the laws that God has given them, and he wants them to have courage as they prepare to enter this new land that they've been promised, and also to remember what God has done for them. Here's a few verses from Deuteronomy 6, verses 5 to 9, that Moses tells his people. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you get up. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Write them on the door frames of your houses and on your gates. The people that Moses was talking to had walked the wilderness for 40 years. They had lived together and experienced together. Now Moses is telling them to love God with all they have. Not just half of it or 75% of it, but everything that they have. 100% or nothing. A lot would change for them in this new land, but God would not change. He would always remain faithful. They were to pass on the commandments that God had given them to their future generations, their children and their children's children, but also to all of those around them. They lived in small groups and clans, and they all took the responsibility for caring for and teaching the people around them. They were to speak about how God had blessed them and saved them and been with them, teaching how God had been faithful to them throughout their time in the wilderness. They could use different ways of doing that, reciting it, tying it on their doorposts, tying it on their hands, so as not to forget what God had said. For that faith to be passed on, it had to be real. There's a saying sometimes used that says faith is more caught than taught. When we are reading God's word and speaking daily to him, our own faith grows. That in turn should be evident to the people around us. People will see our faith and how we handle situations and difficulties and how we are living our lives and want that for themselves. Our lives should be a witness to others of what God has done for us. We still aren't able to meet physically in a church at the moment, but that doesn't have to stop us. In fact, it can give us more opportunities to put our faith into action. I spoke a few weeks ago about us all having our own individual story of what God had done for us, how we can use our story to encourage others in the faith, how our story can be an opportunity and a way that we can impact others. Whether we like it or not, people will watch us. Let's make sure that we are living a life that is pleasing to God, but also that is a life that others will want to copy from us and will want for themselves. So a question to leave you with today: are you passing on your faith? God bless you. Have a great day.